We look like cat, an evil character with a cat. But we didn't have a cat.
What do you mean, because of the armrest?
Yeah. It's like
I'll insert some cats.
no, I'll insert some cats.
Oh, okay. True.
I don't even know if they can hear us because we're outside. The
Yeah.
audio might be.
I'll try my best to remove the background noise, but
Again, I'm the
We
one
are
editing
outside.
this video, so I don't know why you keep saying that.
I don't know.
Okay, so hello and
Hello.
welcome back.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Seth. And this is Lily and Seth.
Yay! Oh my god, I feel like we get awkwarder and awkwarder every
Yeah,
time.
it gets worse and worse.
Before we start, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram. I think Blue Sky is at Perry-Fry because there was no dot, but Instagram is Perry.fry, and on TikTok as well at Perry.fry.
No Twitter.
Not Twitter.
You're gonna have to beep that out. What are we doing today, baby?
We're talking about us moving back to Australia. For moving back to Australia, we had to leave Germany.
We did leave Germany in order to return here to Australia.
Yeah. So to recap, we left Germany. We're now in Australia.
Correct. I don't think they could have possibly missed anything along the way.
Yeah, the recap was 10 out of 10. Anyway,
So we're talking about why we left Germany.
let's talk about Germany in general.
Okay, just
So-
our experience of Germany,
Yeah.
the pros and cons.
Why we got there,
Why we left.
left. I loved it. Overall.
Clearly.
Overall.
Yeah, we'll talk about general pros and cons. I feel like most of them are probably pretty trivial, but if you're considering moving to Germany or leaving Germany, maybe these things will be like the things to just push you over the edge, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we need to address how hot it is here.
It's quite hot. It's going to be way hotter tomorrow.
I think today it is like, what, 30 degrees?
Yeah, 29, not even.
Not even.
But Australia heat is surely different.
Yeah.
It's worse.
So a few weeks ago we recorded a video where we're in Italy. We are in Europe, so we're actually in Italy. We're at my mom. And now a few weeks later, it's
Complete
30 degrees
opposite.
and yeah, it's
It was
really
0 degrees when we left Europe.
yeah, there was a big jump in temperature. But I'm happy about the hot weather.
Is that one of our negatives for Germany?
The weather. Well, no, let's not start from the negatives. Although yes, definitely.
I thought it would be better to end on a positive note.
I was gonna start from why did we move there?
Okay.
What were we doing in Germany?
You might be wondering, why would an Italian and an Australian decide to move to Germany indefinitely? And it's a really
Indefinitely?
good question. Yeah, like without a return ticket.
Yeah, we moved to Germany because it was a long dream for you.
Yes, a lifelong dream.
Tell us about why did you want to move
Ooh.
to Germany?
Interview styles. I studied German in school as a kid, and I'm very interested in language, which is the primary reason why I decided to
Date me?
date someone that speaks a second language.
This might be the last video.
It helps.
We
I won't lie.
put together.
It does make a difference. When the dating pool is that wide, you gotta narrow it down somehow.
Anyway,
So yeah, I really wanted to learn German. And I figured the best way to do it was to immerse myself in the country of which the language emerged.
you need to speak without all these pauses. It's a nightmare when I edit it. So
Yeah,
that's why we moved there.
also we kind of both wanted to try living in another country that neither of us had lived in before.
Yeah.
I really wanted the experience of like living somewhere with a completely different culture because like I've said in other videos, I lived in Canada and that I wouldn't say there's a huge cultural shift from Australia to Canada. So Germany just seems like
Yeah.
the best option.
And me coming from Europe, I was happy to be closer to my family. We took advantage of that as much as possible and spent lots of time with them, so that was great.
Yeah,
So yeah, Germany.
We live there.
Also, yeah, they speak German.
that was a shock. We weren't anticipating that.
Honestly, I thought when I left here, I was using and I was like, I can do this. I've learned
Those are the
English.
days.
I was confident. I bought a book and
Worked wonders on her.
I've learned maybe 10 words. maybe.
Yeah, we counted. It was at least 10.
It's bad. It's so hard, you guys. Like,
It's really hard.
what is going on? How do these poor kids learn this such a hard language?
That's a con. No, it's much easier to learn a language when you're a kid.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful language, allegedly, so I've heard. But oh my gosh, it was really hard.
I like it. It's very hard though, twice a week and actively practicing the whole 7 months that we were there, and I still can't speak. Okay, I can have basic conversation.
Yeah.
But not where I thought I would be by the end of a 10-month stint with lessons.
It's hard. It's really hard,
Yeah.
you guys.
But, you know, I made some progress and I got the European cultural experience that I wanted to. It was so nice being closer to her family. And we had some good times in Germany.
Yeah.
We visited some really cute little old towns. We had a good time.
What a break.
Keep hydrated, everybody.
So this is why we moved to Germany. We spent roughly 7 months. We chose Cologne because we heard that it was very queer-friendly.
Not too bad cost of living.
That was a lie.
A little bit of a lie.
No, it wasn't too bad. I think we both enjoyed where we lived. Like,
Yeah.
we really liked it, and we made good friends.
Yeah.
And Cologne is not bad. Like, it's a good it's a big city.
Yeah,
like,
neither of us are huge fans of big
Yeah.
cities.
they're good for a weekend, but I think both of us wouldn't want to live in a very big, chaotic city.
But we lived just outside of
Yeah.
the city, so kind of in between Dusseldorf and Cologne, so it was perfect for visiting both.
But then also be away from the chaos if needed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now let's talk about the cons of Germany.
Cons of Germany.
Well, the language was for me a con just because my brain decided to just not learn it. These words are like long like this and they can pronounce them. Like, I'm amazed. It's great.
It's
but
just
not
lots
for me.
of shorter words spliced together. That's how they like to do it.
It's a cool idea, I think, in theory, but in practice,
Makes no sense.
it's really hard.
Think about the signs, the street signs and whatnot. But also Mini Pro for that. In our area anyway, most people spoke English.
Yeah.
In Dusseldorf more so, we found sometimes people were a little bit, what's the word?
Didn't want to speak English.
Yeah,
Even
what's
if
the
they
word for
could.
that? They were a little bit like snooty. Most people speak English.
I think most people spoke really good English.
Yeah.
Even
Everyone says, oh, I only speak a little bit of English, and then they
then they spoke
speak perfect,
really
long,
good English.
grammatically correct sentences.
It happened only once that someone was
Refused.
sort of rude with me, and I can't remember what happened, but I remember I was like upset because it was like English is also not my first language. I understand I'm in your country and like German is the first language in Germany, but I was like also speaking a language that was not my first language. I was
Yeah.
trying to find it in between, and yeah, I can't remember where I was, but this person was a
Düsseldorf.
bit rude. But other than that, actually everybody was super nice.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky with, everyone that we interacted with,
Yeah.
except that one lady.
Okay, this is a big con for me. Coffee. Coffee is not a con. Coffee is a pro in like
In
it's a
general.
plus in everyday's life, and I love coffee. I'm Italian. We have great coffee in Italy. Also, I lived in Australia, and they're really good at making coffee here. Germany, I'm sorry, you need to
do better.
You need to take a barista course as a country, please. This is not how you froth your milk. Also, your coffee tastes so bad. So change where you buy your coffee from and learn how to froth the milk, please.
I don't
beg
think I
you.
have anything to add to that, what she said.
Anyway,
We're coffee snobs. We come from Australia and Italy.
not even snobs. Like, I don't
We
think
just
I'm
want
a snob.
drinkable coffee. That's all we ask.
How do you drink that? How do you drink that?
At least it was free at work.
I didn't even drink that much coffee at work, and it was for free.
Sorry,
I
baby.
got tea instead.
She's woken up a few times in a cold sweat, like, need coffee.
This is another huge no-no. And there's a TikTok where I talk about this actually. I might include it here.
What are they called? Porta potties?
So here in Germany, you have to pay to go in. I don't know how long it is, so hopefully I can cut it. I don't know. You have to pay to pee pretty much everywhere. Like unless you're at home. Maybe people even have at home. They put like a saving box.
Probably.
In the shopping mall, if you want to go to the toilet, you have to pay 50 to 1 euro. 50
you just
cents.
said pee 50 cents to
You
1
have to-
euro.
If you want to use the toilet, you have to pay 50 cents to 1 euro to enter in the facilities.
Bam, bam.
This is at the shopping mall. What? I'm already spending money on your stuff. Then you have to pay if you're like a festival or like, for example, Glühwein festival, which we may or may not have been to.
It was just a regular wine festival, but all you drank was Glühwein.
Yeah.
May as well have been a Glühwein festival.
Yeah, there were other wines there, but I only...
She didn't notice. She just had like a direct site for the Glühwein.
I'm a big fan of Glühwein. That's in the pros, actually.
Oh yeah?
But it's not German. Like, we also make it, you make it. Like, the thing is, I don't know where it's from. I'll Google
It's
it.
definitely like European, I would think.
Yeah, even at a festival, we had to pay like 2 euros to use the toilet.
Cleanliness costs money, babe.
I'm not
Plumbing costs money.
No, like this is part of the cost of the people organizing. Like, you have to pay for people cleaning it, obviously. Like, yeah, these people have to be paid good money.
But it's like a right.
But why?
And I would argue
It's a
drinking
human
water
right to
is
pay.
also a human right.
It's a human right to pee, not to pay. So you should be able to pee everywhere. You need to pee. And also what she was saying. Sorry, continue.
Free adult diapers for everyone.
No.
That's not your stance? Oh. Sorry, I just got confused with the peeing everywhere.
The paying for water is more, I think I don't want to...
Outrageous.
It's also in Italy. Like, I don't know if it's all Euro. I think it is.
Yeah, I think people are going to think that the peeing is also Europe-wide, but not in Italy.
Yeah,
They have public toilets in Italy.
Yeah, you can
pee everywhere.
pee. I mean,
That's
people
the beauty of Italy.
It's not. That's one of the problems, maybe.
They've gone too far the other direction.
I feel like it's gonna be a very confusing video. We're not following any directions.
No.
But
It's fine.
I think we can put here on your face a table with all the cons that I've said so far. We have shit coffee, paying to pee.
Language.
Well, it's not shit. Like, that's just me being not
Okay.
too smart, I guess. You have to basically pay everywhere you park.
Yeah, there's like barely any free street parking, or like if you have a house, I guess that's anywhere.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, you don't get a free parking spot allocated to your house, usually, most of the time.
We had to park 15 minutes walking distance from where we live because it was free only from 5 till 8 in the morning. No, from 8 to 8. From 8 in the evening till 8 in the morning. I guess because they want to incentivize maybe public transport.
No, I think they want to make money. And the public transport,
Is
should
shit.
we segue in? It's pretty smooth.
We need to add it to the list.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's so bad. I think like 20 years ago or something, it was really well known as being good, like very punctual and good facilities and everything, but it's not the case anymore.
had to wait for a train to go to work for an hour and a half.
Was it only an
Person
hour
was
and a
alone.
half? I thought it was longer.
Only an hour and a half? Do you know how much waiting is an hour
I mean,
and a
for
half?
Germany.
It was excruciating. That's insane. Like, I mean, it wasn't much as a shock for me
Because they kept cancelling.
yeah, because I come from Italy, where also the public transportation is one of the worst of Europe, I believe. I was like, well, this feels like home to me. Another negative thing, and this I can say also in Italy, is maybe not as bad, but maybe it is really bad. Smoking cigarettes everywhere.
Yeah, there's no like restrictions about where you can and can't smoke. Well, there seems to be loose restrictions, but no one follows them because at the train stations they have like smoking areas, but literally no one cares about that. Like everyone smokes everywhere.
Through the whole platform, people smoking. There's cigarette spots everywhere. Like, it's like dirty. Smoking in
smoke
front of kids. Like,
In the same outdoor like eating areas, you can smoke, like the same place where people are eating, I mean, which is not legal in Australia.
Yeah, and I think I forgot how annoying it was, because in Australia it's really good. You can't smoke. There's like thought meters from a school you can't smoke, from a public park, like things like that, and it's amazing.
Train platforms and bus stops.
You go around and you don't inhale someone else's smoke.
And no one's throwing cigarette butts everywhere. I mean, there's a problem here as well. I think there's a problem everywhere with cigarette butts and pollution. But in Germany, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere you look, there's cigarette butts. And people just, like, you witness people throwing them out of the car, just on the ground, and they're still lit.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even bother to put them out. They just throw them on the floor. Yeah. It's so bad for the environment.
I was sometimes babysitting and walking like with the stroller, waiting for the tram with the stroller and pram, whatever English you speak, and with a child in the stroller / pram, and people smoking next to us, and I'm like, you see there is a child here, like a very young child. That's disgusting.
I guess it's just not been stigmatized. It's not something that people are conscious of.
I think I have one last negative. Last thing is the radio tax. I keep comparing this to Italy. In Italy, we also have something similar for television, but I think in Italy you could, if you prove that you don't own a TV, you don't have to pay it. While in Germany, there's this radio tax that it doesn't matter whether you have a radio at home, whether
it's radio and television tax.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like they say, even if you don't have a radio or television, and you can prove that, you have to pay regardless.
Yeah. And I can't, what was it, 18 euros per month?
Yeah, something outrageous.
Like that. Like, we didn't have a radio, we didn't have a TV. Like, what are you talking about? So these are our mainly
grievances with Germany. I think they're pretty fair grievances to have. Yeah. And they're tolerable things. It's
not the cigarette one.
It's not like we were feeling super unsafe or...
No, it's okay to criticize a country. Like, I think it's fine to... You can love a place and still be able to observe things that you don't like about a place that you love. I think that should be normalized.
And I think for sure. And I think our perspectives, like coming from the countries that we come from, like makes a difference. Like these might not be factors for some people.
Yeah.
And might be huge factors for other people.
Yeah. And
depending on what they're used to.
I didn't realize how, for example, smoking, how bad it is, even in Italy, since I moved to Australia, because then I was like, oh my god, here is amazing. I walk around and I'm not...
But we're still big, like we still have a problem with smoking. Like there's still way too many people smoking and it's still seen as like a cool thing, which absolutely should not be. And we still have a pollution problem, so it's not like we've eradicated the issue here. It's just Germany seems behind on this issue, especially for people that seem to value health. Like they seem very health oriented, so it seems kind of not in line with that.
They seem to care more about it. Like recycling in Germany is much better than it is in Australia.
That's true. That's true. There's some ways that they care for the environment better than Australia or Italy. Does so it's kind of odd, but also they seem like extremely punctual people, so it also seems odd that the public anyway, let's do some positives. Pros of Germany.
So again, here's all the negatives. I'm gonna put them on her face.
Okay, first positive is the plastic bottles equals money. So in Germany, lots of supermarkets have somewhere where you can go and recycle all of your bottles and you get 25 cents for every bottle. We were like making bank.
Yeah, especially as a housekeeper in a hotel, like a lot of people leave behind plastic bottles and cans.
Cha-ching!
Yeah, they had to be made in Germany. They had to have a particular symbol on it that meant that it was recyclable. And then we'll get 25 cents. It's really annoying. Sorry. Moving on.
We like the traffic lights. Because this doesn't happen in Australia or Italy. So when you're waiting at a red light, before they go green, they'll go that amber middle colour. So it'll go red. Yeah.
Orange?
Well, it's orangey yellow. Right. Amber. Let's say orange. So it's red and then it goes orange green. So you've got a second to like put your foot on the gas pedal,
Get
prepare
ready.
yourself.
Not hold the traffic.
And then when it goes green, you can just go. Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, this is
Well
revolutionary shit.
Yeah, does your country do this? Because for me, it was
Let
like,
us know
wow.
in the comments. Yeah. Let us know what your traffic lights are like,
Look like.
because this is clearly a topic of interest for us. The con about traffic lights were that you can't see them.
Oh yeah, they're placed very oddly, like just there's a
Like
stop
the line
and there's the traffic light right here.
right next to it. So you have to like
I
there's
don't know.
none across the road. Like in Australia, there's also one across the road. So you can easily see it. You're not
Yeah.
craning your neck. Next is probably one that you should talk about. The
Oh
pretzels.
god, pretzels are amazing. They're so good. I had pretzels ice cream. It's delicious. Pretzels are amazing. I eat them. I could eat one every day.
If anyone can tell us where to get pretzel ice cream, I think it'll make her a
God.
happier and better person if she could have access to it.
It's it combines gelato, which is great, with bread. Oh my god, my mouth is watering.
Our German friends told us how pretzels were discovered, and that was by someone dropping bread into a dish of soap that was cooking. And apparently, like, they were too poor to waste it, so they ate it, and they were like, oh, this is okay, and that's how pretzels were born.
Is this a truth or a myth?
Good vegetarian and vegan options at grocery stores.
Yes.
That was actually really
Surprise.
surprising, because I kind of, like, you know, Germans are meatheads. I think even Germans could admit that. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking they love meat. They probably think there's no substitute for it, and I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, no, we had some good options.
They had heaps. They had like 5 different vegetarian sausage options at any given
Yeah.
supermarket.
Yeah, it was great. We
Sorry.
had so many options and not expensive or anything like that.
Oh yeah, this is just kind of my personal preference, I think, which is the architecture of the kind of old city. Anything before war but wasn't affected by the war looks really nice. You can tell that they've just been around for so long. Like, there's so much history in them.
Yeah,
There's so much character. I love it.
they're beautiful.
I feel like a little German girl. Like, I always feel like I should be wearing my dirndl when I'm in like an old
Yeah.
German town.
I think Australians
Not
are not
careless.
used to any building that
No.
is older than 50 years. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're not. That's accurate.
Actually, I just thought about something else that I didn't particularly like, but it's my favorite story. So once we were walking,
What is this? What
we were
story?
going to catch the tram or the train, I can't remember, and we were in the city, and we were waiting for the elevator, and this elevator is like glass. Yeah, and so we saw someone who was coming up the elevator. I don't know if I can say this word.
I don't know either.
They were smoking something. This is
We
what,
don't technically know what he was smoking.
We
He
don't
could
know.
have. Sorry,
but
this flies are really.
it was, let's just say, he was holding, I'm not gonna say he was smoking anything. I'm just gonna say that he was holding in one hand a lighter and in one hand
Something else.
a thin aluminium foil
Ah, yes.
and a lighter. So you get your
You
own,
can put
you can
2 and 2 together or not.
choose. You maybe will come to a different conclusion than we did.
Yeah, maybe we don't know.
So we were like, well, we can't take the elevator now. So let's go down the stairs. As we are down, we saw
I love how you make the size first.
we saw massive, what we think was human
Poop!
Why would you scream that? Poop.
We can say poop in the video.
Oh, okay. So we saw massive poop.
Poop!
Human.
Definitely human. It was in a puddle of liquid.
It was too big to be a dog. Like, there's no way. And we didn't see any dog in the area, but we did see a human leaving.
Dogs don't pee and poop at the same time. So unless a dog
true that.
pooped in
True that.
an already present puddle of pee, this is a fucking tongue twister. An already present puddle of pee.
So that was
That was an experience.
Really
that was
fun.
an enlightening,
That was-
humbling experience. So should we talk about why we came back to Australia?
I think we rambled a lot, and
There's probably enough.
nothing is
Yeah.
gonna make sense. People are gonna watch this and be like, what the fuck? Yeah, what have we just watched? Like,
Well, hopefully, it gives a bit of insight into our experience and maybe start a discussion down below. Oh my god, this fly is like...
Yeah, but let us know what you think about, like, did someone have any similar experience to us, a better or worse experience than us? Like, share it, let us know, and we can discuss it. We both love traveling, and we joke about not liking a place or loving a place sometimes, but we love the experience of traveling, of getting to know different cultures, different people. It was like really amazing. We're really privileged that we were able to do that.
Yeah, to have such a life experience.
Yeah, it's one of the best things for me in the world, to be able to travel and meet the people who live there and get to know them, get to know like traditions and the food. Wish the coffee was better.
But yeah, and I would say was a huge step in our relationship as well. Like, we relocated to a country across the world together. We lived together for the first time over there. This fly seriously does not want us to film. Yeah, so it's gonna forever like hold a special place in our heart, I think, in terms of like a big stepping stone for us.
Yeah,
like that'll forever be the place where we had our first home
our
together.
First home.
Yeah,
that was huge.
Made our first couple friends, like friends as a couple.
We were like Lily and Marshall. We were like super aggressive in the...
We were just very excited to make friends.
I'm the Marshall
together.
of the situation, because you're Lily, but with one L.
No, but I think we worked out that you were Lily and I was Marshall. Let us know what you guys think. Which one of us is Lily, which one of us is Marshall.
I think next time we'll talk about moving back to Australia,
why we've done it.
Yeah,
why we've done it, and
here.
our plans for the future.
Can you really see kangaroos on the road? Are koalas real? Stay tuned.
On the road?
Can you really meet a kangaroo in real life?
Okay. Find out all of this and more next time on the Perry Fry Show.
The Lily and Sam
show.
The Lily and Sam show. Lily
Sam
and Sam in the morning.
I love that you put me first.
You're welcome.
Sam and Lily in the morning. YouTube.
Oh, you said it. Bye.
We'll get it right in the next one.
Alright, ciao mates.
Ciao mates. I'm all out. Con of Australia getting stuck to every chair you sit in. Ouchie!